Episode 12. A comparison of organ transplant wait times between the United States and China.
各位观众，大家好。
Greetings, everyone.
欢迎大家来到
Welcome to the Ironclad
铁证
Irrefutable
山
Evidence series. Please don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share this program. This is a critical issue related to the well-being and security of each individual, every community, and the entire society. Thank you very much for your attention and support. Through our extensive investigations, we have found that China's organ transplant industry experienced explosive growth after 1999. Rushed organ transplants emerged after 2006. Exceptionally short wait times for organ transplants became the norm in the country. In this video, we will discuss the differences between organ transplant wait times in China and the United States. Organ transplant wait times in the United States. It was reported that former U.S. Vice President Dick Cheney received a heart transplant in the United States on March 24, 2012, after waiting 20 months, almost 2 years. Back then, there were 120 million registered donors and an advanced organ distribution system in the United States. On the website of healthresearchfunding.org, it says, the average wait time for a donor heart, while on the heart transplantation wait list, 144 days. According to the American Kidney Fund, most people wait 3 to 5 years for a kidney from the National Transplant Waiting List in the United States. In 2007, the United States Department of Health and Human Services said that the average wait times for a liver and kidney in the United States were 2 and 3 years, respectively. Organ transplant wait times in China. In China, the average organ transplant waiting time is 2 to 3 weeks. In August 2019, a 24-year-old Chinese woman, Sun Lingling, was diagnosed in Japan with a rare immune system disorder. Unfortunately, her health condition resulted in irreversible damage to her heart. She needed a heart transplant. Since it takes more than 3 years to wait for a heart donor in Japan, in mid-June 2020, she returned to China. Within 10 days of her return, 4 matching hearts were offered for her surgery. On June 16th, the first matching heart was delivered. Her doctors rejected it after evaluating the donor heart's coronary blood vessels. On June 19th, a second matching heart was found, but the patient had a fever and the doctors were unable to operate. On June 25th, 2 more matching hearts were found, one from a woman and the other one from a man. Dr. Dong Nianguo, the director of the Department of Cardiovascular Surgery at Wuhan Union Hospital, implanted the man's heart into Lingling's body. After 7 hours of surgery, she recovered well. On May 6th, 2014, we made an investigative phone call to Dr. Shen Zhenya, the director of the Cardiovascular Surgery and Research Office of the First Affiliated Hospital of Suzhou University. When the investigator asked, "How long will we have to wait for an organ if we want to do a heart transplant?" Dr. Shen said, "We now do heart transplants every month. If you come, I think we should be able to find a donor in slightly over 2 weeks." Here is a case from the book Bloody Harvest, Revised Report into Allegations of Organ Harvesting of Falun Gong Practitioners in China. In 2003, Dr. Ten Jianming, the director of the Department of Transplantation at the General Hospital of Fuzhou Military Region, performed a kidney transplant operation for a Taiwanese patient at Shanghai First People's Hospital. Right after the patient was admitted in September 2003, Dr. Ten had 4 kidneys tested in 2 weeks for him. They all failed due to antibody-mediated rejection. Then that patient went back to Taiwan. In 2 months or so, the patient came back. During this second hospital stay, 4 different kidneys were tested for him, one after another. Finally, the 8th kidney was successfully matched to make his transplant operation possible. This was in 2003, when China had no history of volunteer organ donation and no national distribution network. We will talk more about China's short kidney and liver wait times in episode 13, 14, and 15. Judging by these examples, it's clear that there is a huge difference between organ transplant wait times in the United States and China. This chart compares the average wait times in years for organ transplants in the U.S. versus China. The red bars represent the average wait time in China, and the blue bars represent that in the United States. From this, we can conclude that the difference in transplant wait times between China and the United States is unusually great. It's also worth noting that China has the shortest organ transplant wait times in the world. How is this possible? They must have a large source of organs to draw on. We will discuss this source in our next episode. Please continue to watch episode 13, Existence of a Huge Living Organ Bank Evidence 1. Extremely short organ waiting times. In particular, please note that this is a worldwide unrestricted war without gunpowder. The CCP's crime of live organ harvesting from Falun Gong practitioners not only continues, but has spread throughout society. For example, in 2013, a 6-year-old child, little Binbin, in Shanxi, went missing. 2 days later, he was found with his eyes gouged out for his cornea. Dozens of university students in Wuhan disappeared for no reason in recent years, and countless children and women go missing every year. Live organ harvesting has become a threat to everyone. Perhaps, as we are talking, many kind and innocent people are being put onto operation tables for their organs, and also many have been detained in dark prisons for many years, and their hearts, livers, and kidneys are waiting to be excised in an indescribably cruel way at any moment. How urgently they need rescue from the outside world. How excruciating it is for their parents, brothers, and sisters to bear the pain of missing their loved ones for years. Live organ harvesting signifies an unprecedented atrocity that has never existed on this planet. We cannot heartlessly ignore the fact that the Chinese Communist Party is ravaging and killing people. We cannot watch the CCP flagrantly destroy the bottom line of morality with lies, coercion, and financial lures that aim to silence and lead the entire human race to fundamental destruction without taking action. We urge everyone to like, subscribe, and spread the word about our program. Let your family, relatives, friends, neighbors, co-workers, and anybody else in your social circle know the facts of the CCP's mass organ harvesting from living Falun Gong practitioners. Please tell the whole world the truth and stand together to put a stop to the CCP's crimes against humanity. This is a critical issue related to the well-being and security of each individual, every community, and our entire society. Thank you very much for your attention and support.
感谢各位朋友，感谢大家的关注支持。